Hey everybody, it's Rob from Flailthroughs. This is Gundam Breaker 2 Extra, and this weekend we are starting with the Guncannon. I've managed to get all of its parts up to level 10, all of its abilities, which is like 3, I think, up to level 7. And I need to finish setting up its EX actions before I take it into battle. I forgot to do that last time because I set the genius what I am after I had removed the beam saber I was using on another mobile suit. I was having to set up modules, and I have room for 10 of them. I'm not high enough level to use Burst Game Plus yet. You have to be Build Breaker rank 100, and I'm only 98. The feed forward module prevents recoil, which could be really handy for this. Let's see. Yeah, I believe... Yeah. The feed-forward module does everything that the auto-balancer does and everything that the other kind of recoil prevention does. It's the, like, top level of that. So, since it fights barehanded, Martial Optimizer Plus could be a good choice, but I want to see. Luna Titanium would be plus 5%. That's Whip Optimizer Plus. Long Rifle Optimizer, which could be useful. Axe does nothing. Auto Repair Plus, a little slow, but tempting. That would up its capacity, which isn't really an issue. And Thruster, which there are better ways to do that. I think... Actually, I don't think. That's the problem. Really not quite sure what to go with, so I'm just going to go with my good old standby of Treasure Hunter, because as far as anybody can tell, it does stack, and... Treasure. I like treasure. So, yeah. We'll hunt the treasures. That's 5, 9. I can do one more. And I think there's room for one more after that. Yeah, should be. So, it has to be a one-block one, though. So, I'll take the tiny auto repair just to have hit points come... No. Rob's bad at making decisions. Okay, I'm going to go with Brake Loader because recharging options a little faster is handy for the Guncannon, because its main cannons are, in fact, and let me save this to my list of mobile suits so I don't have to do the setup over again, but its main cannons are an option part, so that's going to be extremely useful for that. Guncannon, and as you can see next down on the list is the Double Zeta Gundam. That's what we'll be doing tomorrow, but... for today, this. And we're going to, since I've gotten some more of the DLC missions now, we're going to go and we're going to start doing those. We're going to stay with the A-level ones because neither of these mobile suits is super powerful. But this is the Gundam F91 one. It takes place in Great Canyon. And we're going. The only thing I don't like about the Guncannon is that unless I haven't been able to figure out how, and I don't think that's the case, it cannot do what is traditionally known in Japanese as the cow pose. In other words, when it gets down on its hands and knees to fire. I'm not sure why cow specifically. That's a cultural thing I don't get, but there's tons of those all over, so... Okay, well, before they swarm us, which they will, let's start with the sniper rifle. Fairly strong. If you hold it, it will fire a more powerful shot that drains its batteries. Just like in the series, Guncannon has no melee weapon. It is a brawler, so... Okay. It looks like if you don't kill outright, the beam sniper rifle, or the... I think it's just called a beam rifle, technically. It will have... And there's the shoulder cannons. Using them against tanks, that seems appropriate. But I think the beam rifle will have stun capabilities if you do not... if you hold the button, if you hold it and use the charge shot and do not kill the target. Oh, I am doing great today. I am so sorry. I can't brain today. I have the dumb. Let me tell you, on the test run, I took this out in like one of the highest ranked difficulties I could find. I made it. I wish I'd been recording that because it was a neat run. It was a 30-minute run, and because I forgot to equip an EX burst action, it was kind of like pulling teeth, but I did it. So yeah, sadly I did not record that. Okay. Stomp. It really does too. It just stomps the hell out of them. So, up, punch, punch. That's a beam shield. My hands are not beams. Okay, overheated it, but if you tap the button, it takes a lot longer to do that. As in more than one shot, but I have a feeling, it's just a feeling, but I have a feeling that there's an awful lot of context-based attacks I have not yet found. Well, I managed to miss it, so we'll use Breaker Shot, which is, I believe, or Breaker Shoot, which is the upgrade of Stinger Shoot. I got F91 arms. I think I had those. Since it hasn't given me a cute little picture in the middle of the screen, that means I almost definitely did, so. But yeah, it's pretty good, and it has a lot of different options. It does have its grenade. You can throw like one or two of those before it is expended, as you can see. Okay. And you can get, if you fire in series, you can get about 8 shots out of the shoulder cannons before they have to recharge, just so you know. And that was an extremely lucky shot. I have had very little luck on other stages attacking anything with shoulder cannons at point-blank range. As you can see, though, considering I just killed like 2 things at a time, they do have some splash damage, which is nice. Got him. But yeah, like I said, this is at level 10. I have enough resources, except for money, which I keep running out of, to hit things, to get my high-grade parts up to level 10 right now. Actually, my most recent acquisition, which you'll see in the coming weeks, is the GPO2's Atomic Bazooka. I've got that up to level 19, and oh, it is wonderful. Just nuking things is fun. That's a horrible sentence to say in any kind of real-world context, but this isn't the real world, and nuking things is fun. Gotcha. Okay. What do we got? We've got another pile of enemies. I'll charge through all of you. There we go. Okay. I'm going to stay back and see if I can snipe it. It did a pretty good amount of damage, I think. I didn't know I swear I just did a launcher on it, and I'm not quite sure how. But I want to do it again at some point. I need my arm, please. And I'll heal everybody. Shoma's taking kind of a lot of damage in his Zeta Plus. This is back a ways. It's in Great Canyon, so everybody's level scaled to that part of Great Canyon since, you know, it's like a 2-star mission, so. Nice try. If I fire slow enough, I should manage to get most of them without overheating my cannons. Theoretically. If I don't, I'll switch over to the rifle. Or the X actions, or all of the above. Today is January the 30th. In another 13 days or so, Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate comes out. I am so looking forward to that. And also at about the same time is Toy Fair. And as you may or may not know, I am one of the resident news monkeys for tformers.com. And so, and of course I'm on the very first Transformers podcast, and one of the first podcasts in the world, Radio Free Cybertron. And so we're going to be doing live Toy Fair coverage that Saturday of all the Transformers news and whatever else we can find. So if you got nothing to do on Valentine's Day, which I think is the Saturday, you know, come see us talk about toys. We have a lot of fun with it. It's like, it's one of the highlights of my year. You know, everybody else, the Super Bowl, which is tomorrow. Me, toys. But, okay, plug over. But, if you like Transformers and other action figures, it is a lot of fun. Heal, everybody. Ah, here's a target. I'm a little closer than I'd like to be. Luckily, I upgraded this Guncannon's thrusters. You do not take no for an answer, do you, guy? Oh, thank you for targeting someone else. Unfortunately, I missed you with my good shot, so I'll use this shot. Okay. It looks like square and followed by hold triangle is, in fact, a launcher. Oh, it's Gaios. Okay, moving on. While there's still an on to move. Come on, hit me with something good before my charge. Ah, the ace is here. Good. The ace alarm freezes your Gaios gauge. So, it's the F91 and Crossbone X1. Let's cut to the chase. 1, 2, 3. Didn't kill, but that did. One of them, anyway. And... bye. Oh, it's charged again from all the damage I did. Cool. There, we're done. Yeah, it might be a little over-leveled for this, but trust me, at the high ranks, it's a little under-leveled. But it's fun to use. It's definitely a Guncannon. It has all the Guncannon-y options, so... And for this stage, we got one of the lower levels of plastic, 25,000 more or less points. The Gundam F91 Weapon HCAD chip, or... excuse me, Weapon Base H. I know you can make it to beam rifle, and I believe its beam shield is in with that. I seem to recall that it had a beam bazooka in the animation, or one was planned for it. I'm not sure if that is among the options. I have not looked. But also for S rank, one of the slightly fancier carbons. The challenge rewards are Whip Base H1 and Phase Shift Armor H. And I would have gotten a Denonzon head, but I had it. Likewise, Crossbone X1. Oh, I'm up to rank 99. Nice. Denonzon torso. F91 arms, which, yes, I did have, and do have their built-in beam shield. If you have not seen me do this before, when you have a part equipped that has a built-in shield, like the Gundam Alex's Chobham armor, or Gundam Destiny Gundam's beam shield, or this beam shield, when you have the part equipped, it will appear in the list of equipment. So that is how to find that. You can't equip it without equipping the appropriate arm, which makes sense. But also a set of gun tank legs, well, for a given value of legs, and Crossbone X1 legs, and Denonzon backpack. Nothing great. And nothing great here either, except for another Gundam F91 weapon base, which I did need because I spent my first one. So, we will be back tomorrow with the Double Zeta Gundam.